that's what I'm going to do. Sorry, guys. The I just restarted it because I thought that was the only thing that was going to save it. It's like once the stream gets laggy, it doesn't seem to recover. So that's a Dodge Neon. I haven't seen one of those in a while. Daniel, I had a question. I know the Toyota makes a pickup for Australia like the same size as my pickup. Is it called the Hilux? Is that what that is? What is that model called? It did die. I'm sorry, but I revived it. I gave it CPR. Okay. Now is that is not the what we call the Forerunner here? Do they have is that also called the Forerunner there in Australia? Like the SUV truck type, like the cab is closed. You guys have so much cooler. I mean, there's a lot of cool vehicles here, but if I could choose between having your vehicles and my vehicles, I think that it's a pretty close race. There's vehicles that I would love to have that they just don't exist here. Like there's a lot of Holdens, a lot of Nissans that we don't get, especially ones with turbos, and a lot of diesel vehicles. So hopefully there's more than one person out there watching. I think that dead area just caused ever since that person was like sitting at this stoplight, it just caused a problem. So who knows? I decided I'm gonna get Pollo, and Ashley's gonna get Wawa because that's what she wants. Okay. Sorry about the stream dying. It shouldn't happen around here. There's just bad reception right in that area, and I'm sure it doesn't affect the phone call. It doesn't affect the phone call, but when you try and stream video, here we go. Oh, it's called the Fortuna. Okay. I would have gotten one of those, but if I wanted that with the same options that I have with this vehicle, it would have been $5,000. People don't buy four-wheel drive vehicles in Florida that often. It's mostly two-wheel drive trucks. And okay. Oh, hello. Alright, this Neon's officially killing me. It can't even go fast enough to stay out of its own way. Oh, is that how much it is? That's probably like 45 to 47. I'd say that like the top end models of the Forerunner, what we call the Forerunner in America, is about that much, like the limited versions, the TRD versions. But like you can get them as cheap as like maybe 45,000 Australian. I know they last forever, but you know it's a big price to pay. like unless you really need it. If I had to go back, I love this vehicle, but I really wouldn't. A new truck was not not something that I would have gone for. Man, that the death of the stream really killed it. It's no good. Challenger. Okay, so that's probably similar to like what we call Montero. Mitsubishi doesn't really sell a lot of vehicles. Want to go in my pocket? I'm just gonna guess that you guys do want to go in my pocket. Okay. Yeah, because we have the Montero, but now the they don't make that anymore in the U.S. You know, really, they don't really make very. They make some pretty crap. Mitsubishi does not make good vehicles for the U.S. market. You get the Mirage, the Eclipse, which is now an SUV, and the Outlander. I don't know where everyone is. Hold on. Sorry, guys, I got a message. Ashley. Thanks.
Thank you.
Sure thing. All right. Okay. I got a message from Ashley. I can order now. I probably look like a crazy person going in and out 3 times. Thank you. Have a good one. Oh, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Sorry about that, guys. I was trying to get a message from Ashley to try and figure out what she wanted, and going in and out like 2 or 3 times. Oh. All right. I do a funny way of explaining things. Lows of 18. That's not Celsius. All right. Time to go to Pollo. Yeah, I was about to have a mental breakdown. I felt bad for her because she likes getting Cubans there, and they only have them from 11 till 8, and so obviously she had just missed the cutoff. So I think it's kind of annoying. I mean, they do it because so they can cut down on how much food they have like open and serving. So I'm getting the roast pork. I had chicken too many times already. I had chicken stroganoff last night. I had fried chicken for lunch. Nuts. Yeah, I'll get you some boiled yuca, no problem. Well, here we go. This is working faster than I thought. Oh yes, can I get the roast pork platter with black beans and white rice and boiled yuca for the sides?
Anything else?
That'll be it.
Okay. Pork with rice and beans, boiled yuca, $8.19 at home.
Okay, thanks. I'm gonna actually pay for this in cash because I got change I don't want. Well, I mean, I want it, but I don't want it. See what we got working here. Yes, perfect. Yes, this is what I want. Perfect storm. Hey Ryan, you sent me so it's 70 degrees and it rained earlier, but it's all good now. Sorry, I'm trying to count some change here. Yeah, those are UF tags. You sent me a message. I forget what it was on. Was it on text, Ryan? And what days are you going to be down here? So, because I'm figuring out when I'm going to be up in Venice. Because, okay, I'll have to check that. Ashley's leaving for Colorado on the 16th, and no shock, I'm not going on that trip because I don't. Okay, I'll have to take a look at it. I saw it earlier, and I do these things where I look at that. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna get back to it, and then I don't, and it's not good for. Okay. All right, so what I'll try and do is maybe if you want to come down this way, we could do poker. Because Ashley's leaving on the 16th, and I don't want to leave earlier, and then because I'm not going to see her for like 9 days. So we could do, if you want to come down to Bonita, the devil's lettuce. You can get the devil's lettuce here in Florida, Zach. You just need a prescription. There's a lot of games in this area. You can play 1-2, 2-5. There'll probably be a 5-10 game running. There's some home games if you want to play in that too. So yeah, the Southeast in general is not very understanding. I think you have to go all the way to like Ohio for it to be legal. There's Bonita Springs, which is it is between Fort Myers and Naples, and then there's some home games in Cape Coral too if you want to come to the Cape. The thing about the home games is they run like a lot later, and the players are a lot worse. But they say they're 1-2, but they're really 2-5 games, and they can get real deep too. I don't know. Do you Ryan? Do you on Instagram? Do you know who Crick City is? I think Daniel's on, and maybe Simon's on. Simon sometimes just doesn't talk, which is okay. Yeah, Crick goes. I mean, his name is Crick, but everyone knows him as Cricket. He plays in the game sometimes. He's a good player. I wouldn't say he's like, I wouldn't say he crushes 5-10, but he can beat it. But otherwise, there's a bunch of guys that, especially this time of year, they'd rather. I am back. He's a little bit of I mean, he's a nice guy, just a little bit different. And I don't know if I told you this, Ryan, but Lily Mizraki, I don't know if she still will she'll still deal the game some days, but she actually was dealing the game full time like a few months back. It's so sad because she was doing it this past summer when, her ex-husband is winning the 50K. I don't know if I told you about that, but I think I did in text or something like that. I wish, if Tampa had some mixed game action, I'd say let's go there, but all right. Can I get a couple garlic cilantro sauces? Thanks. Thank you very much. Have a good one. Last time she forgot to give them to me, and it was like not the same experience. I was not really upset with her because people make mistakes, but I almost drove back to get the sauce. Yeah, so as far as I know, I mean, from what I played the game when Lily was where did all my tax forms go? Please don't tell me I lost them. When I was playing there, it seems like she seems like a very superficial person. She seemed to just kind of care about like herself, how much money she was making, how much money she had, and I think Mike probably just got tired of that. And she was dealing at Hialeah in Miami, and she's actually Cuban, even though she doesn't appear it, but she definitely has like a very Cuban accent, has a Miami accent. Let me put my seatbelt on here. And she got screwed over there, and then she had a lot of stories, but I don't know I assume that Mike just got tired of her wants and needs, so. It's great down here. It's nice and dry. It's 70 degrees. Posted 1 million videos. It's a lot. Where did those papers go? I just went to the bank to get them. Hey, I'm back again. I'm sorry. It's 70. Hey, It's probably 70 all over the southeast then. Yeah, there's a cold snap coming next week where I'm gonna have to bring some stuff in, just because I don't want like, just germinated seeds. It's gonna get down to hitting in the 40s. It's gonna be 46. So you're supposed to get some rain today, but you saw that little bit of rain that I got, and it really wasn't that impressive. But last night we got plenty last night. We're good with that. Hopefully this will be the last little cold spurt. It's only like a day and a half. One day in the upper 60s with a low of like 46, and then the rest of it's going to be at least 70 with lows in the 50s. And we've been having a nice run of weather for 3 weeks now. It's been highs in the low 80s, lows in the mid to upper 60s. Seedlings are not necessarily more cold sensitive, but I guess in general, yes, they are, because their root systems are not well developed, and they can succumb to fungus or if any damage, any tissue damage happens, it becomes a significant portion of the plant. Where if like just a frond or two burns on a mature palm, it's no big deal. You just cut them off. Yeah, a couple of those I would pull in, like the Phoenicoforium. I think you had Phoenicoforium. I can't remember. That's a very cold sensitive palm. It's definitely it's a tropical. Oh, here we go. It's as tropical as a lipstick. Some people say it's more tropical. I don't necessarily believe that. It's just low speed limit is 5 more miles an hour. Oh, it kills me when Hold on a sec, guys. I want to get to this in just a second. I got cut off twice, and then everyone slowed down on me. I just can't have that in my life. We are making this light. We are so making this light. This is why I get past these vehicles, because otherwise I miss these lights. Alright, now I can focus on the once I get started going straight here. It's just alright. So yeah, I'm still on here. Yeah, Chris, those will all be fine in the mid 40s. The only reason I would say that to pull them in is because they came from Hawaii, and that sudden drop in temperature can kind of just like shock them, not to the point of dying, but they might slow down. So that's the one thing about. Yeah, I'm still here. Yeah, spring weather would be nice. Yeah, Walmart does have a lot of palms. As long as they're cheap. Yeah, it's one of those things where, like, especially with the koalas, the New Caledonian stuff is fine. But, like, with the koalas, I would take them in just because they can be delicate like that when they're younger. Even when they're older, some of them can be delicate. There's only a few species of koala that are actually like really tough. Like Koala elegans is pretty tough. Koala spinosa is probably the toughest. So Spinosa should be used more in the landscape. It can take almost full sun, or it can take full sun. There's just no acceleration out of you, is there, buddy? Just gonna go the bare minimum you have to. Well, see, if they sell you cold hardy palms, then they're going to survive, and they won't sell you another one. Oh, I could have been home like 2 hours ago, but my friends like to, they run on their own little time there. Yeah, yeah, Grandis is, it is pretty slow growing. I mean, you can have it in you could basically have a mature one in like a 30 gallon for its entire life. I mean, you have to repot it every few years and give it fresh soil, but it'll handle a pot. If you look at this at the root system when you repot like if you say you think you have a Licuala that's rooted out in a 3 gallon, you don't. It's very rare to see a rooted out Licuala. They have very very sparse roots considering their foliage. And that's mainly due to their habitat. They're not used to having to like anchor in and hold on like a lot of desert plants or subtropical plants. So they're like the koalas have like no ability to withstand like a hurricane when they're basically like sails for leaves, and joeys are even worse. I'd like to see more. Probably most of the Malagasy and New Caledonian palms, like Kenniopsis is probably the number one plant. Sadakentia should be grown all throughout most of Central and all of South Florida. Why it's not, I don't know. I mean, people are growing it, but you don't see it on every, in every yard, and you should. It's a great plant. The Sadakentia is like the greatest crown-shafted palm for general landscaping in Florida. It is incredibly hurricane hardy. I've seen a video of a Sadakentia with all of its leaves blown backward, like to the point where any other palm would snap. What's rare? What is rare there in Daniel? I'm sorry, I didn't. Yeah, it does have. It just generally has small roots. It's not bad. You can keep it in a smaller pot as a result. I mean, you could keep it in a 15 gallon probably. Yeah, and the Joey Magnifica is actually fairly cold hardy. The problem is, any wind event is it's actually going to break the crown because, again, those things are like sails. So, the one thing, Chris, about those Sadakentia is don't be surprised if a couple of them die pretty soon because they damp off. They're very susceptible when they're younger, but when they get older, they are tough as nails. Is that actually outside? Oh, okay. Alright. I got a lot of hot food in the car, so I might have to head out here in a sec. Yeah, I had a bunch of Licuala, I'm sorry, Lanonia dicyanthas, and they weren't doing so well. I think I lost like 4 out of 10. And nothing I could do about it either. They're on a strict regimen of subdue and some other stuff, so. Yeah, it does, Ryan. It has kind of like a pinwheel look about it, a little bit bigger. It's definitely cold hardy too. I mean, I've seen it growing in like cold areas of zone 9. It can probably handle low 20s with minor issues, minor to no issues, but sorry. Now she doesn't thinks I can walk through the dark to get to the house, which I can. I really would bring you guys inside, but I don't feel like it's been adequately cleaned. It smells like onion rings in here. What do they give me? What is all this stuff? What's going on here? I'm here. Oh, there we go. So Ashley knows I'm home, and so that means I gotta go because I have her food, and she's hungry. So Sorry, guys. I wish I could hang out longer, but between hot food and here she comes. It's like a bear knowing the food. Let's see Hey, what's up? Oh, you're watching. You little lurker. You dirty little lurker. I hear like the food. You want to show the shirt you've been sporting? No. Oh, here. No, that's fine. You can show it. Here, just show it. Say hi.
Hi.
You don't just take your chest out like you're, hey, look at me.
Well, I didn't know if they could see over the car.
They're saying hi. So I got an extra couple minutes thanks to that. So, because I gave her the food, so yeah. I'm not going to say what it is, but if you look it up on the internet, you can take a look at it. She got it for free because, actually, I don't really care. It's a medical marijuana dispensary. An old can of soda here, but they get. I don't know. Last time we were there, she gave it to her. They gave the shirt for free, so. She's so happy with that shirt. She loves that shirt so much. So that's why I mentioned it. Otherwise, it's not really that important. Except for they're pretty. She's gone now, but she said hi. But yeah, I am pretty hungry, and I do have some things. I might try. Maybe I can get her to come. Well, this is what I'm going to try and do. I'm going to try and go on later. Oh, hey, Robert from Kenya. So Robert, that's a good question. So your bottles are dying. So, Robert, can you send me a picture? James, which palm are you talking about? Looks like I have this like weird skin thing on my chin in this video. Robert, so on the bottle palms, no smartphone. Can you send me an email? Are you able to send me an email? So I would like to help you. Okay, if you can write this down, my email is FAULKNERS and then the word palms. So it's Faulkner's Palms LLC at gmail.com. If you can send me pictures, I'll take a look at it and see what might be going wrong. Maybe they're too wet. Oh, Satakentia. Yeah, James. So you guys want to hear a story about Satakentia? I'll tell you. I might do a vlog about it too, but about palm names, Latin names, that sort of thing. Because a lot of the way plants get their names is I don't know why I'm leaning down. Let's just move this up here. But it's SATA and then Kentia. So Satakentia. Okay, sure, Robert. It's F as in Frank, FAULKNERS, and then palms, PALMS LLC at gmail.com. Or if you don't have a smartphone, I was gonna say you can use WhatsApp. Let me know if you got that, and I can talk to you through there. I'd like to help you out. It's facing the other way. You want to say hi? Ashley wants to say hi. Here, now go back. Okay. Oh yeah, if someone can type it out for him, yeah, say hi. Let me see if I can talk and type it out. Everyone says hi. Maybe if someone who has my email can type it out on the chat, that'd be awesome if someone could do that. Let me see if I can. No, I can't. I don't want to do that. Oh, you did? Okay. So, yeah, Satanica. Oh, Satacantia. Can someone type out my email for Robert? Because I do want to help him. He's there in Kenya, and there probably isn't a lot of information on how to grow, non-native plants there. But for me to be able to see what's going on, I have to kind of see the plant and the pot and the soil and what's happening to the palm. But I'll tell you guys the story for Satakentia. Then I gotta. What are you doing? You're creeping me out. She's standing right outside the car, outside the. Anyway, so Satakentia. So back in the Satakentia is from the Ryukyu Islands in Japan that are administered by Japan. They're not really geographically part of Japan, but yeah, LLC at Gmail. So hopefully he got that. Anyway, Satakentia was discovered. I mean, it's been known for a long time, but it kind of discovered like in the modern time in the early 20th century. And as you guys know, a lot of people in Asia can't pronounce an R very well. So these are the Ryukyu Islands. So in order to give, yes, it's Robert. Robert, it's that name plus LLC at Gmail. So you add the letters LLC at the end and then at gmail.com. So when the Japanese were describing the Satakentia, they were trying to they're trying to say it to Westerners, and when they say Ryukyu, it sounds like Liuku. So it actually came out to Leucuensis, and so the name has always been kind of misspelled because of the pronunciation of the English phonetic or the Latin pronunciation of the plant by Japanese botanists, which I thought was always interesting, but makes sense, you know? All right. Can you get free advertising? I don't know. What do you want to advertise? I don't know. I mean, there's only 8 people watching, so I can't imagine that would be I don't see why free advertising wouldn't be allowed. All right, I think I'm good here. I gotta go inside, so I'll show you guys something really quick, and then I'll head out. Oh, I always have to air this car out of vape. You can see the vapor in here, I think. Yeah. Okay. I'll show you guys what I got for my buddy. So these pots are actually these are MT310, so they're 3 inches wide, 10 inches deep. These are for the Livingstone Alfredii, and then the trays to hold them in. I pay a new price for used pot. Well, they're just been laying around. They're actually been sitting. But you can hear all my compots and leftover cycads that I did not sell. But you can see kind of how I'm laying the seeds there. These are all sables. That's Causiarum. That's Meridema. That's Ashley didn't want to write Rapidophyllum hystrix, so it just says needle. And then Hurricane, Dictyosperma album, Sable bermudana, Here's some of the Alfredii. More Alfredii. These have not germinated in the pot yet because it hasn't been warm enough. But then Ashley disappeared with her food. Yes, they are, James. They're from the front yard. So here we have Ashley's lack of cleaning up her cigarette butts. She just puts them here. It's so disgusting. And then I have Livingstone Alfredii. You can see the roots are pretty thick. And I've been using a new method where I actually leave the bag outside in the sun and let it cook, because these things grow in some real hot areas. So then I got the Eiffel Tower, which I don't know, it's just here. So you can see this house needs some renovation. But anyway, that doorbell does not work. Yeah, I'm an hour ahead, guys. But all right. So thanks for watching, everyone. I'm gonna go in and eat. Sorry about all the lagging. Oh yeah, they always try, but you know, the last one that tried didn't have a good ending for it. So I'll try and go live tomorrow, guys. If I have an open time where I can go live, then I'll definitely do it. So there'll be a long live. It usually is around 6 to 7 Eastern, so it'll be 5 to 6 your time. All right, see you later, Zach. See you, Jeff, Chris, James, and Robert. Hopefully I get your email. I'd like to help you out there. And yeah, thanks for watching, and look for